Have you ever been in a situation where you get a call from your loved one and they need help in some way? Maybe it's like, oh, I need to go to rehab, I need to go to detox, I need some money, I need, I need groceries, I need whatever. And you're very unclear about what to do, but you really want to help them. So you give them a help and then, you know, nothing actually really changes. They keep doing the same things that they're doing. But you're a whole lot more exhausted. You're a whole lot more resentful because you spent a whole lot of time, energy, or money helping them for what seems to be nothing actually changing. So how do you like kind of navigate that part where it's like, yes, I want to help and I want to not sacrifice myself in the process. I want to not end up being more resentful or more exhausted or more scared at the end of it, right? So one of the practices that I really do is one thing is it's called the exchange principle. And it's the idea that one, I'm never going to just give. There's got to be a little bit of a give and take. And it doesn't mean that, if someone calls and asks me for money, that I actually expect them to pay me back or see that money or whatever. But it is kind of like, okay, if you need, $40 or $50, I'm more than willing, if I'm able to, I'm more than willing to help you out because I don't want you to go hungry. I don't want you to go whatever, but I'm not going to loan you the money because there's a really, really good chance that they're not going to pay you back. You've probably already seen that. So we don't need to keep digging a hole in that way, but maybe they can do some work for you, right? They can come over, maybe mow the lawn, clean out the garage, do something that actually makes them earn the money versus just giving them the money. Now, if this is something where they just need, a few dollars so they can go do what we know they're going to go do with it, possibly, they won't take up this offer, but they also won't be able to get mad at you for when you say, sure, I'm more than happy to give you this money if you can come over and do X, Y, and Z. They may say no, but at least it creates, and here's the thing about this. If you keep showing up in this way, every time that they call and ask for money, right? You say, I am more than happy to give you this money if you are more than happy to go do X, Y, and Z for me first, right? There's a really good chance that they will stop calling you and asking you for money because they know they're not going to get it unless they do something for it. And if they don't want to do anything for it, then they don't do anything for it. But if they really, really need it, so like say it really is for something for groceries, say it really is something that they really do need, they're going to be more than happy to come over and do that work for you. And then it's not so much I'm giving money. It's that you're helping them pay for services and they're working it off. Right. So that also actually helps them feel like, they're not being put into more debt to you. And you can both go off on a clean slate. That's the thing though. You're like, but what if they really are just trying to get drugs? Most of the time, not all the time, most of the time, if that's their end game, they're not going to come over and do the things that you are asking them to do. Okay. Some of you are saying, but I don't want them over at my house. Okay. Go meet them at a car wash and let them clean your car. Let them detail your car. Like you don't have to have them over their house. And the point is like, we can go through all of these different examples on, but what if, right? The important thing to remember is the exchange. Like the same goes for if they call you up and they're asking you for help to get them into rehab. What I always try to guide families into doing is if you are willing to put the energy into helping them find the rehab and make the calls, here's what you can start with. even now, like even before they're ready. And I invite you to do this before they're ready so that when they are ready, you're not scrambling. You can jump on it real quick and then get them in sooner rather than later, right? So find 3 rehabs that you're good with. You've done the research. You've already put the energy in where it's not so chaotic and pressure and like reactive. You can really like put some thought into it and find 3 of them and then let them choose and make all the phone calls. Same for detox, same for anything. Let them choose. So like if one of the conditions of your help is they have to go to regular therapy, let them choose the therapist. But I like the number 3 in these situations because it's enough to make them not feel so overwhelmed and it's so daunting. And it's also enough to make them feel like they actually have a choice in the matter. If you only give them 2, it's kind of like, well, neither one of these, but 3, for some reason, that's what I have found to be very helpful. Hey, if you're someone that has a hard time doing picking restaurants or going back and forth with someone who also has a hard time making a decision, I use this in that context as well, and it works great. I always get to eat wherever I want, and other people get to choose, and it's like, you know, it's a great thing. The three things. So it's like I'll give someone 3 restaurants to choose from that all 3 of them I'm okay with, but they get to choose one, or they have to make the choice outside of those 3. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with them. And I'll always say that. And it's the same with rehabs. It's the same with detoxes. It's like, here's 3 to choose from. If you don't like any of these 3, you are more than willing to choose anything outside of that, but that's up to you to figure out, right? This is going to help you eliminate so much wasted time, energy, and resentment on living on this exchange. Now, we can't go through all of the different ways that this shows up, but this is such a great guiding principle that this will help navigate a lot of your decisions and thinking. Now, you may have a situation that you're unclear about as to how this can be helpful. And that's where I would invite you to either go check out my website and get in touch with me that way, or email me at jennifer@maniliconsulting.com. And I am more than happy to go through. I have free phone calls that you can sign up for. We'll go through, how do you go through this situation? How do you navigate in this context? And we'll go through that. I'm more than happy to do that. So I invite you to go check out my website. Don't forget, if you like this video and you found it to be helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I always am posting a lot of other different videos to help in this situation, because there's a lot to this. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a great day.